The market does not need your intuition. It does not need your sensitivity. It does not need your love, your poetry, your tenderness, or your inner knowing. It only needs you to function. It only needs you to calculate, produce, perform, deliver, optimize, and keep going. And this is one of the most brutal truths about modern life. The world may reward the part of you that is useful while slowly starving the part of you that is alive. Hello and welcome to OSHO Shockwaves from the OSHO School of Life. I am Alice, and today I want to take you into one of OSHO's most powerful insights about the modern world. The intellect has its place, but it was never meant to become the master of your whole being. The tragedy is that this is exactly what has happened. The mind, which should have been a tool, has taken the throne. The servant has become the ruler. And the heart, the intuition, the deeper intelligence of life has been pushed aside as if it were impractical, irrational, or useless. Osho says that the market does not need your intuition. It does not deal in love. It does not deal with your sensibilities. It does not care about the subtle movements of your heart. It deals with solid and mundane things. It needs your intellect, because the intellect can function in the world. It can measure, organize, compare, analyze, structure, and produce. It can build systems, technologies, cities, industries, and institutions. And of course, the intellect is useful. Osho is not against it. The intellect has given us science, mathematics, medicine, architecture, engineering, and extraordinary forms of practical intelligence. But the intellect is blind. It can create, but it does not know whether what it creates will serve life or destroy it. It can build a hospital, and it can build a bomb. It can connect the world, and it can also empty the human soul. It can make us more efficient, but not necessarily more conscious. It can give us more power, but not necessarily more wisdom. And this is why Osho warns us that intellect has its use, but by some misfortune, it has become the master of our whole being. That misfortune has created immense trouble in the world. We can see it everywhere. We live in a world full of intelligent people who no longer know how to feel. We have more information than ever but less wisdom, more productivity but less meaning, more performance but less presence, more ambition but less inner direction. People are functioning but they are not necessarily living. They are achieving but they are not necessarily fulfilled. They are visible, connected, and constantly active, but somewhere inside, many of them feel strangely empty, as if life has become a series of obligations performed by a person who is no longer fully there. This is what happens when the intellect becomes the master. The mind learns how to survive in the market, but the heart forgets how to live. The market asks, "What can you do?" It asks, "What can you produce?" It asks, "How useful are you?" But it does not ask, "Are you whole?" It does not ask, "Are you in love with your life?" It does not ask, "Are you listening to the quiet intelligence within you?" And because the market does not ask these questions, many people stop asking them too. Osho reminds us that nature has given the essential functions of the body to instinct. Your breathing, your heartbeat, your hunger, your survival, these belong to the intelligence of the body. But survival alone is not meaning. To merely exist, to merely continue, to merely keep going is not enough. For life to become meaningful, something deeper is needed. That deeper intelligence is intuition. Out of intuition comes love. Out of intuition comes art. Out of intuition comes beauty, friendship, creativity, aesthetics, sensitivity, and the capacity to feel the mystery of existence. But intuition cannot always be measured. Love cannot always be monetized. Beauty does not always fit into a strategy. Sensitivity cannot always be converted into output. The heart does not speak the language of productivity. And so the modern world teaches us to distrust the very things that make life meaningful. It teaches us to override our instincts, to dismiss our feelings, to silence the heart, to be reasonable when the soul is screaming, to choose what looks successful over what feels true. And slowly, the human being becomes divided. One part of us learns how to function, while another part of us begins to disappear. One part becomes impressive, efficient, capable, and productive, while another part becomes lonely, tired, unheard, and unseen. We become good at performing life, but less able to experience it. We know how to answer emails, manage deadlines, build careers, grow platforms, accumulate achievements, and appear successful. But we may no longer know how to sit quietly with ourselves and ask, what is actually true for me? This is why Osho's insight feels so urgent today. The danger is not that we use the intellect. The danger is that we worship it. The danger is that we mistake intelligence for consciousness, efficiency for wisdom, productivity for purpose, and success for meaning. The danger is that we allow the market to decide which parts of us are valuable, and we abandon everything in ourselves that cannot be easily sold, measured, or rewarded. But the soul does not live by usefulness. The soul lives by meaning. The soul lives by love, beauty, silence, creativity, intimacy, and truth. The soul lives by those moments when you are not trying to prove anything, produce anything, or become anything, but simply being. And perhaps this is why so many people today are exhausted in ways that sleep cannot repair. They are not only tired, they are disconnected from the part of themselves that gives life meaning. Osho is not asking us to reject the intellect. That would be another form of stupidity. The intellect has its place. Use it, respect it. Let it help you move through the practical world. Let it help you build, organize, speak, think, create, and function. But never let it become the master. Never let the mind rule the heart. Never let the market convince you that your deepest value lies only in what you can produce. Because the mind can help you survive, but only intuition can help you live. The mind can help you succeed, but only the heart can tell you whether the success is worth having. The mind can calculate the road, but only your being knows where you are meant to go. And if you lose contact with that inner knowing, you may win everything the world told you to win and still feel that something essential has been lost. So perhaps the real question is not, how can I become more productive? Perhaps the real question is, what part of me have I sacrificed in order to remain useful? Perhaps the question is not, how can I function better in the market? Perhaps the question is, how can I return to the intelligence of my own being? Because the market may reward your intellect, it may reward your performance, it may reward your efficiency, it may reward your capacity to keep going even when something inside you is asking you to stop. But the market will never save your soul. That work belongs to you. This is Alice, and this is OSHO Shockwaves. If this reflection resonated with you, please subscribe and leave a review. Have a beautiful rest of the day.